The India-Pakistan conflict, a decades-long struggle over Kashmir, has once again reached a fever pitch. On April 22, 2025, a militant infiltration attempt in Jammu and Kashmir claimed the lives of Indian soldiers. India blamed Pakistan for supporting the militants. This incident, coming on the heels of a deadly attack on tourists, ignited a firestorm of retaliation and counter-retaliation. India responded with artillery strikes across the line of control. These strikes targeted alleged terror launch pads in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Pakistan, denying involvement in the infiltration, accused India of violating the ceasefire agreement. They retaliated with their own shelling across the border. The situation quickly spiraled. Both sides engaged in aerial combat. Pakistan claimed to have downed Indian jets and drones. India, in turn, intercepted Pakistani missiles and conducted its own airstrikes on Pakistani military installations. Civilian casualties mounted on both sides. Cross-border shelling resulted in deaths in both Indian and Pakistani Kashmir. The fear and uncertainty of war returned to a region scarred by decades of conflict. The military response from both India and Pakistan has been swift and forceful. Each side has demonstrated its willingness to escalate the conflict. India, feeling vulnerable after the initial attack, has shown its determination to punish Pakistan for any perceived support of militant groups. Pakistan, in turn, has vowed to defend its territory and its interests. The political rhetoric has matched the military actions. Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh issued a stern warning, declaring that Pakistan's provocations would be met with a strong response. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, facing domestic pressure, pledged a full-force reaction to any Indian aggression. This dangerous cycle of action and reaction has fueled a climate of fear and mistrust. Both sides seem locked in a spiral of escalation, with neither willing to back down. The risk of miscalculation, of a minor incident spiraling into a wider conflict, is alarmingly high. Looming over this conflict is the chilling reality that both India and Pakistan possess nuclear weapons. While India maintains a no-first-use policy, Pakistan has not ruled out using nuclear weapons in its defense. This difference in nuclear doctrine adds a terrifying layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. The possibility of a nuclear exchange, once unthinkable, has become a terrifyingly real prospect. Experts warn that even a limited nuclear conflict would have catastrophic consequences, not just for the Indian subcontinent, but for the entire world. The use of nuclear weapons would result in unimaginable death and destruction, with long-term environmental and humanitarian repercussions. The international community must take note. The risk of nuclear war is not a theoretical abstraction, it is a clear and present danger. In the face of this escalating crisis, the international community has called for restraint and dialogue. The United States, the United Nations, and China have urged both India and Pakistan to step back from the brink. They have offered to mediate the conflict, to help find a peaceful resolution. However, domestic pressures within both India and Pakistan complicate the situation. The Modi government in India, facing upcoming elections, has taken a hardline stance against Pakistan. Any perceived weakness on the Pakistan issue could hurt them politically. In Pakistan, economic instability and political divisions have strengthened the military's influence. This makes it even more difficult for Pakistan to make concessions or appear weak. Despite these challenges, there is hope. Back-channel communications between intelligence agencies are reportedly ongoing. Civil society groups and retired officials in both countries are urging dialogue and reconciliation. The international community must continue to exert pressure, to encourage both sides to choose diplomacy over destruction. The future of the Indian subcontinent, and indeed the world, may depend on it.